I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to God except through me. What I find interesting is that even for Jesus, using the words of Emerson, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about the journey of self-discovery, discovering who God is, who Jesus is, and who we are. Jesus is the way. His path, his way of life is the way to wholeness, integrity, peace, truth, and real life. His way is meant to empower us to do great things. In fact, doesn't he say it in the gospel today? That we will do greater things than even he. But Thomas asks him, how could we know the way? Philip asks him, show us the Father. Sounds like so many of us today. Show me something so that I can believe. Just tell me anything so that I know this is true. That all this talk about the reality of God and the reality of Jesus is not false. And Jesus looks at Thomas and Philip and us and says, there is no religious blueprint. If you don't understand me, if you don't understand my life, nothing else is going to get you there. It is not a destination. But so often throughout history, and in our own history, we have used this passage, I am the way, the truth, and the life, as a way of excluding others. We've bludgeoned them with it. We've burnt them at the stake. We've enslaved them. We've chained them. We've murdered them. And at times we have even created an avenging God, a God out to get all who believe differently than we do, making ourselves the way, the truth, and the life. But we are not. Jesus is. Philip says, show us the Father. Jesus shows us what God looks like. He says, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Jesus shows us the way God is. In fact, he dies only for one reason, to show us God's grace, God's mercy, God's love. And how far will he go to communicate that love to us? Just look at the cross. So what is God up to? How I answer this question as a preacher, how you answer this question in your daily life, reveals our understanding of the message of Christianity and the goal of human life. The reality of presence in Jesus' life is also present in our lives. That's the power of God. The power of God is our legacy too. And Jesus is giving us the inspiration, the guidance, and the passion to do great things in our time. So we must differentiate ourselves from others, not in segregating and exclusive categories, but as those who are called to be God's presence in this world, affirming the dignity of human life, affirming justice for all, and willing to acknowledge that the implications of our way of life contain a denial of all that is not of God, especially in all those non-God areas in the world today. There are no place cards or seating chart at God's table. All we know is that the Lord has prepared a place for you and for me. And all those others, Jesus' way is a church and a world that is home for all. We have a lot of work to do. So this week, who can we make feel more at home in our church and in our world? But first we need to ask, so what does God look like? Jesus tells us, looks a lot like you and me. God bless you.